for this exciting edition of American Pro Wrestling. And what an exciting card that we have here in this hour. With Cohort for this edition of American Pro Wrestling, the president of American Pro Wrestling, Dennis Price. Dennis, what an exciting card this should be.
We have a lot of exciting matches, a lot of guys here this week, including Mac, the Power Crew's here this week on the program, and the return of Jimmy Kente he's got with his lawyers over the firing last week right here on American Pro Wrestling.
Well, I understand that he has an injunction that he has brought it before us, and we have to honor that he can't be fired under the present contract. So let's go to ringside for an exciting hour of American Pro Wrestling.
Attention, pro wrestling fans. Are you ready for exciting, high-flying, tag team action? Then you've got to come out to American Pro Wrestling every Friday night. Watch as our very best go head-to-head with WCW, WWF, and ECW superstars. So give them a call at 578-0565 for ticket and information. Ticket and information.
You think you have what it takes to become a professional wrestler? Well, now you have the opportunity to prove it at Chief Wahoo McDaniel's School of Pro Wrestling in just a short time. Your dreams can come true. The fame, the fortune can all be yours. You can walk with the stars, talk with the stars, be one of the stars. That's right, you too can become king or queen of the ring. So why wait any longer? Call now. 864-578-0565. Step into the world of the superstars. Also training for referees, managers, valets, and announcers. Write to American Pro Wrestling, Post Office Box 4626, Spartanburg, South Carolina, 29305. That's American Pro Wrestling, Post Office Box 4626, Spartanburg, 29305. Or visit us online, www.wahoowrestling.com/APW, or email rbragg1000@AOL.com. American Pro Wrestling.
Would you like to be among the best dressed at American Pro Wrestling? Well, sit down now and drop a line to American Pro Wrestling, Post Office Box 4626, Spartanburg, South Carolina, and order your t-shirt now. They come in white, navy blue, and gray. Sizes large, extra large, and double X. Or call 864-578-0565. Order now. Supplies are limited.
We're back here on American Pro Wrestling. Gene, we're standing here with, I don't know what to say about you. You got anything to say? What's going on?
It don't matter what you say about me. Just get out of my way. Let me tell you something. I've won that U.S. title so many times just to have it taken away from me by the people that runs this company, and I'm sick and tired of it, brother. And Tommy Gunn, I'm coming after that title, and I'm going to get it no matter what it takes. I'm going to do what I want to do, when I want to do. The title's coming to me, Tommy Gunn, and you're going to take a beating, brother.
There you have it from Mac Truck. We'll be back with more on American Pro Wrestling.
Introducing first, this is Speedy Gonzalez. Youngblood!
Well, one thing for sure, Dr. Dan Ferris, this should be a real exciting match as one of the former members of the Ring Lords, Speedy Gonzalez, is going to take on the very colorful Indian from Arizona, Mike Youngblood.
It's going to be a very exciting match. I'll tell you what, both of these guys have been around the independent scene for a long time.
Youngblood has always amassed quite a record in singles action as well as tag team action, and Speedy Gonzalez, formerly one half of the Ring Lords with J.W. Boss, who's also in the area from time to time here in APW. And I understand that Gonzalez, just like his former partner, also trying to make a name for himself in singles action.
Notice Gonzalez now taking Youngblood back into those turnbuckles, and the referee, Charles Ellison, calls for a break. And right away, Gonzalez is breaking, and they're both making accusations here. And I don't know exactly who's right or who's wrong, Dan Paris, but one thing for sure, this Mike Youngblood is no slouch.
Well, I tell you, you talk about his tag team partner, J.W. Boss, just here on the program about 2 weeks ago. We were over in Gaffney, and he was, it's funny how these two guys have been missing each other as of late. You'll see one here 1 week and the other one here the next week, and but it could be interesting to see them both here on the same night, Dan.
Well, I'll be
exactly right.
Be honest with you, the Ring Lords have been split up for a while now. Both men have the same philosophy, but on different agendas altogether now.
Notice Gonzalez stays right on his man as he delivers a big axe handle to the back of Mike Youngblood. Youngblood whoops him in, catches Youngblood coming off with an arm shoulder block, up and over, hip toss, and I guarantee you he's going to have a kick in that get-along in the morning, Dan Paris.
Youngblood with a big high drop kick in. Gonzalez goes outside of the ring. Youngblood very fast, very agile. Going on the war dance now, Charlie Babb.
That's right, going for that big war dance. He's done got that Indian temper aroused. And you know what impresses me about this young man, Mike Youngblood, is that he tries to go by the rules. He tries to wrestle a clean, scientific match. But when you're against guys like Speedy Gonzalez, it doesn't always work out that way.
Guys, not to change the subject, but I know neither one of y'all was here last week on the program. Jimmy Kente was fired, and he's now coming back in as a manager. But I've noticed he's not on the card tonight, but I saw him in the dressing room with attorney Jeff G. Bailey. And, guys, I smell something rotten in Denmark.
Yeah, I agree, because Bailey is one of the most crooked lawyers there ever has been, a great manager in his own right, but just as low as they can go.
Well, I certainly hope that James McCombs, or a.k.a. Jimmy Kente, finds himself, because he's going through the same thing as Reverend Slim's been going through. He's going through an identity crisis that I don't really believe he really knows who he is, Dan.
Well, I mean, he claims that he's a black man, and we all know that he's a Caucasian, and all this and that and the other. And, you know, the thing of it is, this man is an egomaniac. He's a control freak. He's trying to build an army, and I think that this is all a thing for attention.
Well, I think that's a very good possibility also, and I'll agree with you when you say he's a freak. He's definitely a freak, all right. We noticed that Chief Jay Eagle has just moved into ringside here as he's observing this match, observing this young man, Mike Youngblood, and Speedy Gonzalez. Charles Ellison's down for the count of 2. And looking Youngblood delivers that big elbow right to the leg area of Speedy Gonzalez. And Gonzalez now, I think he got him a bite there, Dennis Price. I believe Youngblood got him a bite on the leg there.
They're definitely getting a bite out of the leg now on Speedy Gonzalez. And that looks like some of those tactics he took right out of the Chief J. Eagle record book.
That's right. And notice Youngblood once again, he's been to that rule book now a little bit himself with all that biting in there, and telling Ellison he's not doing anything, and turns around to look at Chief J. Eagle to see what Eagle's doing out here. Is Charles Ellison, a big suplex off of the middle rope there by this Mike Youngblood, and this kid's got a lot of great moves in that ring, fellas.
We got Chief J. Eagle out here right now, but I personally know Chief Wahoo McDaniel, who's the commissioner here in APW, called me this week and said Mike Youngblood would be here this week, and so the Chief Wahoo McDaniel actually did the booking of Chris Youngblood, but it's interesting to see Jay Eagle out here.
Well, nothing anymore don't surprise me with Jay Eagle since he started surrounding himself with some of the people that he does. You can expect anytime you see Jay Eagle out at ringside, just be expecting anything, regardless what it might be, to happen, because you never know with Chief Jay Eagle.
Well, I'll tell you something, too, for a brief history. Back when Youngblood was in some of the other areas in the Carolinas, he and Eagle, when Eagle was wrestling within the framework of the rules, we're allies, and maybe Eagle is trying to lure him away. Wait a minute.
He just handed him something, and there he comes, Youngblood. He's being clobbered, and now the referee goes to Eagle, and Speedy Gonzalez just cleaned this Mike Youngblood's clock with something upside the head, and we have the count of 3, and the winner of the match is going to be Speedy Gonzalez with the help of Chief Jay Eagle, and I couldn't say exactly what he gave him. It was something that was shiny, something that had a gold cast to it, but whatever it was, he went upside the head of Mike Youngblood and just put him absolutely in the twilight zone, Dan. Wrestling fans, we'll be back with more right after we take time out for commercial consideration.